Hey everybody, so we wanted to give you our top 5 installs on the Model Y. This has been a really great time this year. We've put a lot of different things in the vehicle, and well, we figured you might want to have some ideas for some gifts or what you might want to put in there for 2026. We utilize these products quite a bit, and that's the reason why they have made our top 5 list. These are the ones that we've actually done, put in the vehicle, and well, quite frankly, we still use.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely still use. And we think they will be a great addition to your vehicles, and we're gonna review them here coming up very shortly and let you know how easy it was to install and maybe even have a surprise at the end. So stick around, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you back in just a moment. Hey, welcome back. So, as I told you, we have our top 5 list. Now, like I said, these are the items that we think that are gonna work really well for you, and we still utilize them. They make the car really great, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, Teslas are great in their own right, and they have their own charm, but this is to really personalize your vehicle and make it your own. And quite frankly, a lot of these are not that expensive, and some are a little bit easier to install than others, but I can assure you they're all worth it. So, without further ado, starting off with number 5. This was a fun install. This one took a little while to do. I remember I had to go a little off the beaten path because I didn't like the way that the instructions were having me install it, and I had a whole bunch of other stuff installed in the vehicle, but I gotta tell you, at the end of the day, these things are incredible.
Absolutely.
And what I'm talking about are the LED streamers.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm willing to bet many of you don't even know what I'm talking about. The LED streamers are lights that you actually put on the roof of the Model Y, and they go into the headliner, and they provide ambient light from there. And you can make them turn to whatever color you want. They really light up the vehicle. They can get really bright, mind you.
Yep. Listen, I'm gonna just tell you straight up, these are a must-have because it just changes the game. Because the thing about Tesla, it's kind of a minimalist type of vehicle. Very minimalist. This turns it up a notch. I'm telling you, anyone who gets in your vehicle, they're gonna be like, where did I just step into? It feels like you're stepping into the future. It being able to bounce to the beat, next level. It's even better than the Cybertruck one. If you haven't seen our Cybertruck top 5, go ahead and watch that. But I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Yeah, the LED streamers actually do put out quite a bit of light. They work with the Magic Lantern app, just like we mentioned with some of the other lightings. It works with that too. I have a few things in the car that work with the Magic Lantern app, and it actually controls all of them at the exact same time. So there are all kinds of patterns and all kinds of things that you can do with this LED streamer. Your imagination is the limit, quite frankly. Absolutely.
Now, in terms of the install, we had to take them to the glass of the roof and run the wires through the headliner and get it down to the glove box. At least I put it down to the glove box because the instructions really had you go into the 12-volt port in the back, but I had a refrigerator back there, I believe.
Right.
And I already had some other lights, I had some other stuff back there, and it wasn't going to fit. So I had to do something different. I put in a USB hub and I went to the front part of the glove box and put it in. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest
to install,
what do you think, Tom?
It took a little creative, well, I guess because you had other things in there that made it a little more difficult, but you had
I'm not gonna say difficult, it was just a different direction.
Different direction, but you did have to tuck it in. Remember, you had to tuck it in and that took a little time. 2.5?
I'm willing to go to 3. Yeah, I think it's a 3. And the only reason I'm putting it at a 3 is because you have to go through the headliner and you have to fish wires through the trim and all of that. And if you've never done it before, this could be quite daunting. It could be very daunting. Now, keep in mind, you're not going to break anything. It's almost impossible for you to break something on this install, although I had to bend the headliner a little bit to get some of the wires in place. If you've never done fishing wires before, you may be a little intimidated. Trust me when I say, it's not that hard. No. If you watch our video on the install of this streamer, you'll realize, hey, wait, I can do that. We break it down into steps so that it's very easy for you to follow along and very easy for you to figure out how to do. It's not that hard, but I put it as a 3, but that's only because it requires skills that you probably not have had to utilize before. For people that regularly, routinely work on these cars and do that, Oh, it's a cinch.
Right,
It
right.
is real easy for them. But all the tools that you need are provided in the kit, except for the USB hub, which you could go out and buy. But these are definitely worth it. They added something to the car that you didn't even realize was missing until after you put it in.
I mean, this thing right here, I mean, they should put this in a showroom. They should come with the Tesla.
It absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 4, we have a very interesting one that I think, well, this one's a little mixed, I think. It's still a worthwhile install, make no mistake about it, and I keep it in the vehicles. In fact, I'm putting it in all of my vehicles, truth be told, for very good reasons, because along with looking great, it actually enhances the safety of the vehicle. And I can't say that about many items on the list. This one actually enhances the safety of the vehicle. And I highly recommend this one. And what it is, we're talking about the Blind Spot Detector LED Strip. What this actually does, because I'm willing to bet a lot of you have never even heard of this thing unless you watch the channel quite a bit. What it does, you have your blind spot detectors, which is that itty bitty red light that's in the speakers that you see every once in a while, which you go, well, I can't see that, especially out of the corner of my eye.
Right.
Well, this LED strip is designed to fix that, because what it does, it actually lights up on the edge, letting you know there's a vehicle in your blind spot. But it does something that the actual Tesla doesn't do. When you actually put on your signal to change lanes, if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, instead of blinking green like it normally would, it's gonna flash red, letting you know there's a vehicle there. So now you're gonna be able to see that blind spot warning out of the corner of your eye when it starts flashing.
Right.
And so it does quite a few different things. It actually lets you know if you're speeding. The red light will start flash. Well, it won't flash. It'll turn red in front of you, right behind the steering wheel.
Yeah, behind the steering wheel.
It will also put 2 little black stripes in the middle of that red if you've started the car preconditioning for supercharging. So if you've put a supercharger in for your destination and the car is preconditioning, you'll get that little red light with 2 black stripes in the middle.
Well, it'll also indicate when you went from heat to AC, you know?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to get to, actually. And I was getting ready to say, there are 2 different versions of this strip. There's a 1.0 and there's a 2.0 on this strip. And you can check out our videos. We've done videos on both the 1.0 and the 2.0 strip. And there are some differences between them, okay? And as Tone just said, in the 2.0 version, if you change the temperature, you'll see the light go either red or blue from one end of the strip to the other, depending on if you're raising your temperature up or cooling it down. That's a new feature in the 2.0 strip. Right. Allegedly, on the 2.0 strip, if you engage FSD, the sides of the strip are supposed to glow different colors. That absolutely happened on the 1.0 strip, did not happen on the 2.0 strip. Not sure if that was a feature or a glitch, we don't know. All I can tell you is it didn't happen. Right. But I think the most important thing between the 2 strips is the way that you control the strips. The 1.0 version, in order to change the colors, you actually had to use the right scroll wheel while you were in park and scroll the wheel up and down. That changed the colors, and you can actually change the modes and all of that to change it to sport mode and all this, which is fine, but it was a little bright. It was a very bright strip.
Distractingly bright.
And in order to dim it, you actually had to dim the screen.
Right.
Which was, we thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, why would I dim the screen to dim the lights? So the vendors fixed this in the 2.0 version. And when they came out with 2.0, they actually made it work with the accent lights in the vehicle. So now on the 2.0 strip, it will actually change to the same colors that you have for the accent lights. And it also will go along with the brightness of the accent lights in the vehicle. And because of this, we really love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It absolutely enhances the safety of the vehicle. It adds ambient lighting to the vehicle, which is sorely needed. And it, most importantly, it enhances the safety of the vehicle, which is the most important part. And now I can't imagine driving the car around without it. I am absolutely convinced this is one of the things Tesla will add in the future because it adds so much value to the vehicle. It really does. And anybody watching this video, I would highly recommend that you go out and pick the strip up. You won't be sorry on that part. Please go and pick it up. You'll absolutely enjoy this strip.
Yeah, we'll have a link at the bottom somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of installing the strip, on a scale of 1 to 5, once again, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest, where are we gonna put the BSD LED strip?
Well, I mean, it's like a 2.5. right? Yeah, it wasn't terribly difficult. You plug it up on one side, make sure two-sided tape was there, stretch it out, put it across.
Yeah, I would say it's solid 2.5.
Yeah,
The only reason I'm even giving it the half, otherwise I would say 2, is because you've got to take the trim panel off the top of the dashboard and things like that, and you have to fish a little bit of wiring through the dashboard in order to get it down. Just like the LED streamers, if you've never fished wire before, would be unfamiliar, but it's not nearly as much fishing and running wires as through like the LED streamers. This is just like right through the dashboard, real easy. Get it through there, run it to the glove box, plug it into that USB. Now you understand why I have a USB hub.
Right. Multiple things going to the USB.
Including the Sentry. Yeah. That's where it's going. So 2.5.
2.5.
It's not hard to do. The only thing that I will caution you with on this install is that when you go to pick up that part of the dash, if you've never pulled it off before, it is tight.
Yeah, it's tight. It's, tight.
It's very tight.
Yeah.
And you got to really haul up on it, straight up on it and pull. You'll get it eventually, but I'm just warning you right now, it's going to be tight. Get by that, the rest of the install's cake. It'll take you all of what, I don't know, half an hour?
Half an hour, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, about 30 minutes to get it installed. And you'll absolutely enjoy the strip. Rounding out the count at number 3. So you guys watch the channel. You've seen me do this a few times before, and every time I do this, I complain incessantly because of the pain it inflicts upon my fingers. They're usually numb. They're usually
I don't know, I think you should try gloves.
I can't because it takes fine working with the hooks and all of that such in order to get it done. The gloves just don't work, and then you got to pinch them.
We're coming out with some red fire gloves to help with these installs.
Yeah, really something. But rounding out number 3, we have the Model Y seat covers.
Yes.
They're great. And if you actually look at them in my Model Y, you'll notice that it has launch series. They're black and red. They match the car perfectly. These things are tight, let me tell you.
Very snug fit. You know, it looks like it's part of the seat. It's beautiful, beautiful work.
It's
very well, good craftsmanship.
It is.
Well crafted, yeah.
It really sets off the car. This is where you can really start putting your personality into your car and designing the car the way you want. It actually protects your seats. If you have the white seats already, you may not want to put seat covers on them because you love your white seats. I get that, I understand that. But it will also save your white seats because these are nothing more than covers. If you didn't order the white seats and you have black seats and you want white seats, well, you have white seats now. Okay, it's that simple. You put these things in there, they protect your original seats. And they are well ventilated, so the heating and air conditioned seats actually do work. They're great to actually use, and they protect, like I said, they protect your original seats, and they're pretty stain resistant. I haven't had problems with these. I have sometimes had problems with the white ones with people with really cheap clothing. Yeah. But because I use the red and black ones, I've not had an issue with them. Yeah. Installing these things are a bit of a bear, I'm not gonna lie.
Very difficult.
It's not difficult.
It's not as difficult as the Cybertruck, right?
No, it's about the same.
It's about the same. Okay, then it's difficult. Don't listen now. It's hard.
It's not difficult. That's not it at all. It's just painful. It's tedious. That's what it is.
It's tedious, yeah.
It is tedious. Anybody can do this because all you're doing, you're running straps and you're running hooks down in between the seats and you're shoving the covers over the seats. It looks real easy. It isn't real easy at the end of the day, but it's tedious getting those hooks onto the bottom of the seats and running all the straps down inside the seat, tucking everything in. I'm telling you right now, if you've never done this install before, just set aside a full day. Set aside a full day and you'll get it done. I have yet to be able to put these things in under 3 hours, 4 hours. I've not been able to do it.
But he says it's easy.
It's easy in pieces, baby steps.
You got to take a lunch break. Anything you have to take a lunch break for, it's hard.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest, I rate this one at about a 3.5.
3.5.
3.5, because these seat covers, they can hurt you. They inflict pain. Prepare yourself for that, or if you think you can do it in 2 days and you want to do the fronts first and then do the back and however you want to do, I'm just telling you, set aside a full day to do them. But I will once again reiterate it, it's absolutely worth it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They look amazing.
They do.
They look amazing.
And the thing is, I have mine from one of the vendors and I have them customized. So what I would recommend to you guys, take this one to the bank. What I would recommend is ordering the seat covers, whatever color you want. In my case, I have red and black. You can get them in white. You can get them in all sorts of different colors. Order the seat covers, but then take them to your local embroidery shop, okay? Come up with a design. They can embroider those seat covers for you, okay? And if they put it on the right machine, it's not a big deal. and you can have custom seats, and you can put your name on the seat, you can put whatever you want on those seats, and they're gonna look OEM, I promise.
That's beautiful. I'll put setting the tone on the STT.
You could.
Yeah, that would look amazing. You know?
It just happened to have launch series on mine because I have a launch series Model Y. But yeah, if I were to do it again, that's absolutely what I would do. With these seat covers, the way they're designed, you're gonna be able to do that. So definitely check these out, and
yeah, we'll have a link below. You know, check below or somewhere around here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have links to all of these.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
All right, for our number 2 spot, I love this one. I'm telling you, this one is so functional. It is a must-have, definitely. It is functionable. It should be already included in the Tesla, but for whatever reason it's not. But I'm telling you, you're gonna love this one.
Yeah, number 2, we've installed this in every vehicle that we have, and then some. So I've done this install countless times already, okay? But as Tom said, it is more than worth it. And coming in at number 2, we have the Model Y screen swivel. If you don't have this in your vehicle and you've not seen it, you're probably sitting here thinking we're crazy. I have no doubt about that. Why do you like a screen swivel? It just tilts.
Yeah.
Until you realize how much you're leaning over looking at your screen while you're driving. And now you have the option of grabbing it, rotating it towards you, and it looks you straight in the eye.
Yeah.
That's a game changer, folks. Trust me. When you actually do it for the first time, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it.
Right. Like, oh, yeah, of course.
Yes.
So it's one of those things that if you don't know it exists, you don't miss it because you don't know it exists. But once you have it, you're like, what did they say back in the 80s? I could have had a V8.
Right?
It's one of those V8, well, I should have had a V8. I could have had a V8 moment.
So yeah, that's the downside to having a screen swivel, folks. Now, once again, they have a couple of different flavors of this screen swivel. We've not installed the first version. We've always installed the second version.
Okay.
So be careful which one you select. Get the 2.0 version of the screen swivel. Those are the ones that do not drop. I'm not saying that the ones that drop are bad. What I am saying is that they're different, and some people prefer the lower screen opposed to having the one that's at the normal height. So if you want your screen dropped just about an inch or so because you may be a little vertically challenged, get the earlier version.
Whatever. Well, see, in the car, and you know, in the Cybertruck, it dropping down may be a big difference. In a car where you're lower to the ground, I don't know if I would even want that. I think I would like it where it's at. You know?
You would think, in the other Model Y that we have, we've installed the lower version in there, and that's happened. I don't think we have a video of that one, but yeah, we've installed that, and it does look different. It really does. You will notice a difference. You absolutely notice a difference. Whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing is personal taste.
Preference, yeah.
Yeah, so just realize there are 2 different screen swivels out floating around out there. Make sure you get the one that you want, okay? But other than that, it's actually a great install. So on a difficulty scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the toughest,
2.5.
I'll go along with 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
Because all you're doing is you're just unbolting stuff. If you can turn a wrench, you can change out your screen.
It's like one HDMI plug or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
HDMI plug, you take off some fascia pieces, you just pop those things off, take off some bolts, bolt it back in, boom, done. It's a wrap. No special tools needed other than what's supplied in the kit. Just follow the instructions, watch our video, and you'll know how to install this screen swivel.
Probably do it under an hour.
And I would say if you're experienced, you can do it in 45 minutes. Hour, if you've never done it before, it's gonna be an hour, hour and a half, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay. Only because you're just being so careful. You don't wanna break anything.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only reason. But yeah, set aside an hour or 2 if you've never done it before, and you'll be able to get it done. It's not that hard. Believe me, I do a lot of these videos because I tell folks, if I can do this install, you can too, because I'm no mechanic, but I've just come to learn these Teslas from doing all the installs. And if I can do these, you absolutely can. And Tom can do them too.
I can at least record them. I can record him doing it.
I think he's picked up a thing or 2 along.
Yeah, I think I can manage. You know what? I can manage like the under seat Cybertruck. I can do that. No, seriously, he's right. It's really simple. Just follow the instructions in the video and you'll be just fine.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've gone through our top 5 to the point we are coming up on number 1. The number 1 install. You know, by far, this item is the most requested item I have seen on the channel. It's the highest rated item that I've seen on the channel. It was the one that gets almost the most views consistently. It's the one that get bought the most. So I know people are out there buying these things left and right. They're installing them in their vehicles because guess what? It's one of those things, yet again, Tesla should have put in from the factory and they just did not do it.
For whatever reason.
I don't know why. They should have done it, truth be told, but they didn't. So the aftermarket folks, picked up the ball and started running with it.
Yeah.
And what we're talking about is the Power Frunk.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Listen, the Power Frunk, I don't know why Tesla, you did not put this in here, but it is something that is obviously needed. Your hands are full. You need to be able to have the trunk just open and close by itself. This handles it.
Absolutely. And it goes back to one of these things again. If you've never had one of these things, you're not missing it. But the moment you get it, you sit up there and go, could have had a V8.
I could have had a V8. Could have had a V8, bro.
Could have absolutely had a V8. So what happens is that the Power Frunk is actually done by remote control. So it's app control from your Tesla app. This is not a third-party app that you have to download. It will work from your Tesla app. It will actually work from your screen in your vehicle. So if you hit the front button where you used to just unlatch before, now the whole thing comes up. And then you can close it down the same way. And it'll beep at you and it will close the front. And this works wonderfully because when you have groceries or something, or you buy food and you don't want to put it in your vehicle because it's going to smell it up, I just throw it up there in the front. But usually what happens is you usually have to pop the front, then you manually got to lift it up, then you got to do the two-hand push. Nobody ever uses their front because of that.
Right.
They really don't. But I'm telling you, if you have a Power Frunk, you're going to start using it. It's that simple, and it's great. It really is. And depending on which way you park and all of this, and you can put quite a bit of stuff in there. It's actually really useful, and I love it. On a scale of 1 to 5, this one took a little bit of doing. 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest. Where would you put this one, Tone?
I mean, first off, this is a must-have, so I don't care how hard it is. You gotta have this. That's number one.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I recall it being a little difficult, I recall the struts being a little more difficult to put in than, the average install. So, I don't know, that might be like a 3.5 more.
I would put it at a solid 4 for sure.
Okay, yeah.
It's definitely at a 4.
It's a 4.
Sliding into a 4.5, but
wow.
It's rounding home to a 4.5. But it's a solid 4.
At least, okay.
And I put it in the category of you don't have to have somebody else install it for you, but if you're a little skittish, you might want to have that done. It can be done by an ordinary person, hence myself. It can definitely be done by an ordinary person, I've proved that. But it does take a little bit of doing. It takes a little bit of a learning curve. If you watch our video, I promise you'll be okay if you watch our video on how to install this Power Frunk. You can go ahead and check it out. We'll have a link to it. But it's going to take a little while to install. I mean, this install is going to go several hours at least. We're talking probably around 3-4 hours, depending on your skill level of dealing with these types of equipments, because you're basically doing things you've never done before. When we do these videos, we try to point out the different things that could possibly go wrong.
The gotchas.
The gotchas.
Yeah.
So that when you encounter the issue, you know how to get by it.
Right.
So that's why we try to do the videos, and that's how we try to structure the videos so that you can have real easy time in putting this in. And you don't have to suffer like I have.
Right. So we save you hours of wondering and scratching your head, and all you gotta do is watch the video and pause it and you're like, okay, I can do this, and you'll be okay. But it definitely, you need to take a day to set aside to do this.
Absolutely, because as I remember, getting the struts in there was a bit of a pill. I had to learn how to take the struts off, and then I had to twist my hand down in there. Now, we'll say on the Model 3 it's a lot easier, but on the Model Y, it's kind of tight down in there, and we couldn't even get the camera down there to get any good shots. There's a little bit of wiring to do. The wiring goes all over the frunk, and you got to take the frunk out.
You got to take the frunk out. Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I don't mind taking the frunk out. That's not that hard. But when you had to run the emergency cable and all of this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You took that out, you take it out, and then it's like all the stuff you see all the, it can get intimidating for someone who's never done it.
That's the proper word. It's intimidating.
Yeah.
But just because it's intimidating doesn't mean it's impossible. Just follow the video, and I promise you, you will be okay. If you're really unable to do it, then just get somebody to install it. It doesn't take too much. Somebody that's experienced at installing is probably going to get it in there between 1 and 2 hours with no problem. That's just the way it is. I could probably go back there and do it again in about 1.5 hours and knock it out.
I mean, yeah, for me, it probably like takes 6 hours. It's fine.
There you go. But as I said before, it is absolutely worth it. And that's the reason we do the top 5 list, because it's the ones that, yeah, it may be kind of difficult, but you know what? You might want to do that.
Yeah, this is a must-have. Must-have, and then after that, Swivel, and those two. To me, they're interchangeable, the Frunk and the Swivel. But the Frunk even more so because it's functional. Now you can use a part of your car that you typically may not use. So,
that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
So you will gain access to your Frunk again, folks.
Yep.
You're free to move about your vehicle.
Yes. But wait, we did our 5, but we do have a special one. The honorable mention may not be as amazing looking as like the LED streamers, or it's not as functional as the Swivel or the Power Frunk, but you will use it every day.
That's true. This is true. Hang with me here, guys. This is probably one of the fastest installs we've ever done. By far, one of the fastest. But I find myself utilizing this piece of equipment every single day without exception on every drive. And for that reason, it deserved honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Absolutely.
All right, give it to him.
What that is the USB hub.
Yes.
And so what this thing is, right? It actually fits into the center console, and it gives you not only USB-A, which you've been missing out of your new hardware for vehicles as of late. If you have a Model 3 Highland or a Model Y Juniper, you don't have USB-A, you only have USB-C. This gives you USB-A back, gives you a USB-C port, but what it also gives you, in case you don't have your charger with you, it has retractable USB-C cords that you can plug into your phone, and it also gives you an iPhone retractable cord, which you can plug into. So, which is really nice. And oh yeah, by the way, it has an LED light on it that you can turn on and off if you want and change the colors. Once again, more ambient lighting. And between all of that, it makes the car look really nice.
Right, and it fits in pretty snug and it looks really good on there. And
it does, it looks OEM. Everybody that gets into the vehicle just thinks it came with the car.
Right.
It doesn't stick out at all. So it's an absolutely nice piece of equipment. And on the scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest, where do you think it rates?
It's a 0. It's so easy. You just plug and play. Click, done. Plug it in, done. It's so easy. You know, it's in the center console. It's flush. It looks good. Aesthetically pleasing. Gotta have it.
So all it does, you just twist it, put it down in the center console. There's grooves there. It twists into that, and then it plugs into the cigarette lighter or the 12-volt port that's in your center console. That's it.
Yeah. Probably under a minute.
I wouldn't even give it a minute.
Yeah. Well, I said under. Yeah. Under a minute.
It wouldn't even be a minute. But we're talking maybe 30 to 45 seconds. Yeah. Like I said, it's one of our fastest installs ever.
Absolutely.
And so you plug it in there, works right out of the box. We love this thing. And as I said, I use it all the time because you know, if you put your phone on those chargers that are charging pads that are in the vehicle, it's not exactly the fastest. Because you have a USB plug, it charges a lot faster than what those pads charge. And so I usually plug my phone in there first, and I won't even set it on the pads that are in the vehicle because that USB hub charges my phone a lot faster. You don't have to worry about bringing extra cords and putting it in the vehicle because it's already
built in. It's retractable.
It's retractable.
Yeah.
And as I said, every single drive, I'm plugging my phone in because we all know the moment you leave your car, your battery's gonna go dead.
Definitely a must-have. We'll have a link for it right below.
Exactly. We really hope you enjoyed this list. This has been absolutely fantastic. We really, truly believe in these products that are on this list. Comment below. Let us know what you think about our list. If you would do it a little bit differently, if you like the products that we have, and if you want to see anything coming up, let us know about that too.
Absolutely.
Until then, we'll talk to you again later. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later.
Peace.